going over the spread. I am one fat boy, and here are my NBA game predictions for December 23rd of 2021. Tonight there's 11 games. I will be going over the spreads and over-unders from FanDuel and giving my opinions on them. So let's get started. For the Hawks at Philadelphia, I'm going with Atlanta plus 9.5, and then under 221.5. So I'll be leaning towards Atlanta plus 9.5 due to the fact that the 76ers keep their games close, even though Atlanta played last night and they lost. I expect them to have more fire under their bones, keep the game closer. It'll probably be like a 4-point game at the end of the night, but they shouldn't lose by more than 10. Like, that'd be embarrassing on their part. And then under 221.5, as Philadelphia probably not going to score over 110. Then Atlanta, they played last night, so I don't expect a huge scoring night from them overall. For the Rockets at the Pacers, I'll be going with Indiana. It's supposed to be a minus 8.5, as the Rockets have been struggling to win, even with large spreads in their favor, so I'll be leaning towards Pacers to win this handily. And under 219.5, as I expect the Pacers to hold the Rockets under 100 points and not score more than like 120. So low scoring game for this one. For New Orleans at the Magic, I'll be leaning towards New Orleans minus 5. They've been playing well for the month of December, and the Magic are not that great of a team. So New Orleans should win this pretty easily. And then over 208.5, as I don't expect the Magic to slow down the New Orleans offense. So over 208.5. For the Wizards at the Knicks, I'll be going with the Knicks plus 1. They're putting this as pretty even for both teams. Both are kind of inconsistent, but either team can pull away with the win. But I'll lean towards the Knicks, as Randall. I just figured he'll just come out and have a good game and just push the Knicks over the hump and get that win. So hence I'll lean towards over 214.5, as the Knicks as a squad will put together some good offense, get over at least 110 points, but it'll be a close game throughout. For the Pistons at Miami, I'll be going with Miami. It's supposed to be a minus 10.5. I don't expect Detroit. They just have a tough time getting the ball in the basket. It's just a lot on Grant and Cunningham to get buckets, and Miami's defense should plan around that. Hold those two down, and then Miami should easily win this. Hence, I'll be going with the under 205.5, as I don't expect Detroit to get over 95. They'll probably be in the 80s, and Miami just has to win. So under 205. For the Bucks at the Mavericks, I'll be going with Milwaukee minus 5. Milwaukee's just a better team overall, more well-rounded, but Mavericks could get hot from 3, but I don't see that. They've just been inconsistent. I don't have too much faith in the Mavericks overall as a team, so I'll lean towards Milwaukee minus 5, even though I don't have too much more faith in them either. But under 219.5, as I just expect them to both struggle for offense this game. For Minnesota at the Jazz, I'll be going with Minnesota plus 10.5, and then over 225.5. I just expect lots of threes to be shot, lots of threes to be made, and Minnesota will just keep it close. Hard for the Jazz to win by more than 11 points, as it's been kind of choking away games, losing games they shouldn't. And Minnesota's been playing well, except for their last game against Dallas, but they've been winning their games. For Thunder at the Suns, I expect the Phoenix Suns to win by minus 14.5, cover the spread. They've been doing that as of late, even against the Lakers. They've been covering their spreads. And Thunder, young team, have to go into a hostile arena for the Phoenix Suns. And it's going to be hard for them to score the ball, hence I'll be leaning towards 215.5. And the Suns offense should do fine against the Thunder, but Thunder's going to struggle. For Charlotte at Denver, I'll be going with Charlotte. That's actually supposed to be a plus 3.5, but I'd honestly take Charlotte minus 3.5 too. That's due to the fact that Nuggets have been struggling. I believe they played last night, and also Charlotte. They can put up points in a hurry. I don't expect any defense to be played this game at all. And Charlotte has also all their players, so I actually expect Charlotte to win this. So over 229.5, Charlotte will probably get over 120, hence I'll be leaning towards over 229.5. For Memphis at the Warriors, I'll go with Golden State -6. Grizzlies have been playing well, but I think the Warriors are just going to be too much for them to handle. Their defense is going to swarm them. Hard for the Grizzlies to score, and then under 270.5 due to that fact, as Golden State just tends to go under for their spreads. And for Spurs at the Lakers, so I expect the Lakers to bounce back from their loss against the Suns, as it's not like all the role players can have 2 bad games in a row. One of them has to step up. And so I'll still be leaning towards under 224, as the Lakers will probably still struggle to score the ball overall, but they'll put something together to hold down the Spurs. But Lakers should end up with the win tonight. So yesterday's results were kind of rough. I've been spending a lot of time at work, so it's hard to read up on all these games. So 4 for 10. But for today's best picks, I'm really just feeling this New Orleans or Orlando game for some reason, as even though they're both considered bottom tier teams at the start of the season, New Orleans has put together a good stretch, and so I'll be expecting to beat Orlando by more than 5 for -7.5, and then just for them to score the ball a lot more, so I'll be going over 212.5. Thanks for watching. Leave your comments down below, and once again, thanks for watching.